Hey everybody, we're live. Hey kids, children, welcome to kindergarten. So did you have a bad day in class today? Yeah, we all did. So I have like 2 seconds to talk. If you're new, hit the subscribe, the bell button, the like, and the all. You can come on, ask me any questions about it, crypto at all. This is a kindergarten, and you can also ask advanced questions because sometimes we have very smart people in a kindergarten. So, okay, so Bitcoin totally crashing. I haven't even looked at the price since it was 33. Like, I'm just not going to look at it. So I just want to tell you super quick what I think. I added in my video playlist of Bitcoin videos, one Ivan on Tech exit strategy. It's a little late for exit strategy at this point, unless you bought really low like I did. But if you just bought, in the past few months, you do not want to exit right now, but that's not financial advice. We can go lower, lower, lower. And it depends. He talks about don't spend your rent money. You need to maintain your lifestyle, but these losses, are temporary. So, eventually Bitcoin is just going straight up, but we do have these moments. We don't know if we're going to go into a bull market. Hi, Team GTS13. We don't know if we're going to, if we're going to go into a true bear market and things are going to get worse and worse. Or are we going to bounce back? Nobody knows. So my personal feeling is that it's a power grab. I don't try not to think about this stuff, but I do believe, in the, the financial elites, and I do believe they're not stupid. And, they're all getting into crypto, and I do think it's like a market manipulation. Apparently the mainstream news is all rehashing like old news about China banning Bitcoin, which is actually not even new news. The energy, Elon Musk, I think very certainly possible that Elon is, one of them. He is the richest man in the world. How did he get to be that? Not just being some quirky science guy. I don't know. I don't really spend time speculating with people and what they're thinking and what their motives are. But just to me, it seems that it's clear that Bitcoin is the asset class that we all want to be in worldwide. That is why governments are banning it. Nobody's banning it right now. Turkey had banned crypto payments. India and China, they're always banning and unbanning, So I really feel it's a power grab, like they've had a huge sell-off. They own all of the news outlets. This is why I've never watched the news since I was 18. To me, it's just ridiculous. The more you don't watch it, the more when you turn it on, you're like, that's interesting. Because especially when you watch a crypto news, every once in a while I'll just hit like Bitcoin news and I'll see something that's completely unrelated to what's going on in the crypto sphere that anyone is welcome into. It's an amazing community of amazing people. So Bitcoin started a lot, to have access to money to all people, which is this great idea, which is why it caught on instead of giving the bankers all of these fees after the 2008 banking debacle where, tons of people lost their homes, but the bankers got bailed out and they even got their $50 million bonuses. So that really upset a lot of people, and some people decided to do something about it. I think they were called cypherpunks. They eventually created Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So now, the whole time, all this time, the banks and people are like, oh, it's, it's for drug dealers, this, they're saying it's a bubble. It's not really anything. Although, what is a paper dollar? Is that something? Like, here's my piece of paper, it says 100,000 on it. Like, that's even way more ridiculous than crypto. Once you get into Bitcoin and start understanding it, you realize the paper is just really completely worthless. You can just burn it and it's gone. Crypto, you can lose it, but it's never gone. Okay. So I feel it's a power grab. They kind of some whales tanking the price, putting out all this fear news. Everybody's selling off. All the people who've gotten in the last couple of months are all selling off in panic. The price is dumping, and then guess who's buying it is them. Even China. I guess China didn't ban Bitcoin. That was just the news. But I was thinking, even if China did ban it, it's just so that they can buy more Bitcoin and get huge accumulation, while keeping their people not having Bitcoin. So everybody wants Bitcoin. I don't think Goldman Sachs is selling their Bitcoin. I don't think Tesla's selling their Bitcoin. I don't think people are not selling, unless they're selling just to buy back at a lower price. And they have, so there is market manipulation, which is sad, but once you learn that, it's just the fact of life. And, you know, I do believe that Bitcoin, you know, is quickly becoming this elite money because of how expensive it is. But anyone can get some. That's why I'm always telling everyone, get some. It doesn't matter if you get a lot, a little, medium, just get some, because you do not want to be left out of this financial system. I think it's a power grab. I don't know how long it will last. So like what I always say, take profits. The market's going down. It's going to come back. It might be a day, a week, a month, a year. Could be a year and a half. I am a huge fan of buying the dip. I bought the dip. There was the stock market crash coincided with a Bitcoin crash. Went down to $5,600 in March of 2020. Bought that dip a couple of like 2 years ago. It was at 3,000 something. Bought that dip. So what I do in the dip, work extra hard, accumulate. We take profits all along. That's what's said a lot in Ivan's exit strategy video. We take profits all along on the way up and the way down. I'm not really taking any on the way down. I just don't want to, because I know if I take profits, I'll just spend it. And I don't know. I just love my Bitcoin and my cryptos. Like, I just am not selling them. I have already taken profits when it was real high. You know, even last week, I was trying to take profits. Took some profits. Took some major profits when it was like at 55. So that's good. I, you know, bought this stem cell therapy because I had a terrible injury, brain and back injury from being assaulted in 2020. Bitcoin makes you smart. I got my brain back. And so look at my video from yesterday. It's about how to manage the stress of the Wild West of Bitcoin. This is not for everyone. If you're going to worry and you're going to be super negative, like with bad news, it's going to really be a rough ride. It's actually even a rough ride for those of us who are pretty upbeat and have a decent control of our emotions and our mind. So it's part of the whole, you know, if you want to be in the Wild West, you know, in the gold rush of crypto, you know, those people in the gold rush, they had to go over those mountains to get there. They had to probably sleep outside sometime. Like, they had to go in mines. You know, it wasn't just everyone sitting at home playing parlor games like they did in those days, playing the piano and dating, whatever people did. You know, the gold miners, the people who went out and got wealthy out there in California, you know, they had to go through some stuff and they had to endure some stuff. And that's what we do here. We learn how to have a strong mind, strong emotions, and just get through the day. Personally got like some extra job, side hustle to go make some money to buy the dip. I'm buying the dip. I don't know how low the dip's going to go, but I'm going to keep buying it because I made a lot of money in crypto with my strategy. That's the whole reason I came out here, to share it with you guys. There's so many scammers. There's so much, you know, people out there who think they know everything, and they can give you some very fancy looking technical analysis, or, you know, sound like they know everything. But, you know, what I've come to understand over time being in this community is a lot of people really don't know what they're talking about. A lot of people are foolish. A lot of people are over emotional. A lot of people just don't know, but they love to talk like they do. You know, I'm kind of the humble type, in case you hadn't noticed. And so I'm like the unassuming. I don't want to get somebody to buy something and then them get hurt, or I don't, yeah, it's just my style. So, but that's why I came on, because there were all these scammers coming out, like this Tweakatori, all these people who are like, buy into these funds. It's all bullshit. Don't ever buy into anyone's fund, ever. Just get Bitcoin, hold on to it, and you will be rich. I promise you. Well, I don't promise you, not financial advice, but just keep getting a little here and there. If you can get $1, if you can get 10, if you can get 100, if you can get 1,000, if you can get 10,000, like whatever's comfortable for you, just keep chipping away, getting it, hold on to it, hold on to it. I don't sell and buy back, because I know when I sell, I would probably just spend the money on something else. So I used to at one point, well, I shouldn't say, so I'm not going to say, how much Bitcoin I had, but I did used to have more. But mostly I sold it to buy alts, which totally worked for me. Polygon is going crazy. I wanted to do a video on Matic, Polygon dot, try to get some. Well, it's super up. I don't know if it crashed. I know it crashed a little, but yesterday I made 50% gains on 2 of my coins, Australian Safe Shepherd, ASS, and Polygon, Matic. So I'll just kind of focus on that. I'm sure they're even down today. But the thing is, the crypto is a big world. There's a lot going on. It's not going away. It's not over. It's, you know, even if there are regulations in countries like the United States, that's okay. You know, I know that probably this, you know, even if they're going to try to increase taxes, this, that, and the other, we just have to learn about taxes and how to avoid paying, you know, whatever huge amount of taxes is going to be on crypto, because crypto is where all the money is right now. So the government's, you know, printing all that money and giving all the money away for free. I have so many friends, they've been on unemployment for like more than a year and a half. They won't even look for a job. You know, they won't go do like DoorDash or anything because then they're going to lose their benefits. So they're like chilling. I know a lot of people like that, frankly. I mean, not huge amounts, huge amounts of people are doing that. So somebody's, you know, going to have to pay. And so us in crypto, you know, we have made good gains. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to stay one step ahead always. You know, yeah, I'm late for work. I got a job. All right, see ya. Ciao. But I can quit my job today because I can just cash out my crypto and I don't have to work. But I don't want to cash out my crypto. I want to get more and more and go as far as we can go here. Ciao.